Welcome back to Swiss Watch Gang, today with another review. As you might have guessed last time, you know which watch we're going to talk about today. If not, I'm going to explain to you in a second. Today we're going to talk about the Vaultwatch company from Switzerland. They are based in Zurich, which is in my city, and actually the founder and the company which produces the watches is very close by. This is the Vault V1 Plus watch, a piece unique from a client that I had the chance to review today for you guys. This here is also a client's watch, which you can see they have different cases and different dials. That's what Vault is all about customization and creating a unique piece for yourself. Let me tell you a bit about the company itself. It was founded by Mark Schwarz, and the first watches were launched in 2016. The watches are being produced by different partners from the brand. One of them, as you might know, the watchmaker is Rotor AG, which is owned and run by Andreas Strehler. He was the creator of the Harry Winston Opus 7 piece, which some of you maybe remember. The case is made by a different provider, and this is, for what I know, the only case in the world where they combined carbon and titanium and created this composite, which is really light and also resistant. This is very important for Vault customers, that they can not only choose the colors of the dial or the different strap, but they can also go to this extent where they can actually choose a case material or even create a new one, like in this instance. On the side, you can see a piece of composite for the next Vault watch. This is very interesting because it's going to be a mixture of carbon and ceramic. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be probably pretty sick. We all know the saying time is money, and time is arguably our most valuable asset. This is the philosophy behind the Vault. It is here to protect your most valuable asset, which is time. That's why the inspiration of the case and the dial, as you can see, reminds you of an old Vault. And also the crown, which is a titanium two-part crown, is shaped as a bank vault knob, which is really cool, a nice attention to detail. How do you read the dial? The dial is created out of 133 pieces alone, and it is this inner part with all the black gears and numbers on it, as you can also see here. So how you read the time is actually pretty simple. If you want to set the watch, you just pull the crown out and you turn the dial. Yes, you turn the whole dial and the movement. I did not make a mistake here. What's very interesting is that the Vault is very unique, as I said before, and every watch is different. So if you set the time, not one Vault watch will be the same, because when you turn the crown like you see here, you actually also turn the whole movement, which is proprietary and unique to Vault watches, never seen before. Usually the crown is fixed on the movement itself, so you can set the time. But in this instance, with the crown, you turn the whole movement and the dial. So now, for example, it's 8 o'clock. So how it works is that the black gears with the numbers on them are actually covered by a thin sapphire crystal surrounding them. And at 8 o'clock, for this instance, you can see there is a small opening showing the hour. Once you turn the minute hand, the dial and the movement in this case, you see how the disc above the gears is turning towards the next hour. So now it's gonna be 9 o'clock, as you can see now here. Now it's 9:15, 9:30, 9:45, and 10 o'clock. What's also very striking are the minute indicators on the sides, which are actually 3D cylinder superluminova blocks, which can glow in the dark, and also when you put a UV light on them, which I think is really cool. The whole movement is comprised out of 401 pieces, excluding the strap and the buckle, which is really complicated for a watch with a time-only indication. All the V1 Plus models have an open case back. That's what the Plus at the end stands for. As you can see here, the customer wanted a custom logo on the sapphire as well, which is also super luminova, as you can see here. Again, coming back to complete customization of your watch. Because the movement's made by Andreas Strehler, the great watchmaker, you can see his quality in the movement itself. The base plate of the movement is actually been treated with black rhodium, which again every customer can customize for himself. Going back to perfect customization. The rotor was created out of brass and is also rhodium plated, brushed and sandblasted with the Vault logo on top of it, and was created with the help of Marc Jenni, another watchmaker from Zurich, Switzerland. As you can see on the movement, there's also a few different types of decorations. For example, the bridges are black rhodium plated, again an option you can choose if you want a different color, no problem, and are beveled and brushed. And there's this beautiful contrast which I really appreciate, with black, yellow and silver and the red rubies sticking out as well. The movement is proprietary and was developed just for Vault, and it has a power reserve of 50 hours, which is more than enough. You see on the bottom you have 2 screws on each side which hold the strap in place, which really helps. Putting on the watch is very simple again. It's a normal tank buckle, which you can just put on like this. The titanium buckle holds everything in place, and the watch sits comfortably on your wrist. Because it's very ergonomic, as you can see, the watch is a real joy to wear as well. Going back to the case, the combination of carbon and titanium really appeals to me, and also the size of the watch. It's 39mm wide, 46.7mm long, and 15mm high. For me, a good size as well, and very wearable because of its light case, which is only 51 grams excluding the strap and the buckle. This watch, for example, was a process with the client and took about 158 days from conception to an actual product on the wrist, which I think is really cool with a brand like this, that you can customize it, you can choose all the cases, the materials, the decorations, the finishings, just everything. I really appreciate it, and Mark Schwarz is doing a great job representing the brand and also pushing it to new lengths. What I also have here on the table, which you saw in the video, is something that Mark lent to us for this review. It's actually the first prototype with a printed dial that he traveled the world with and showed his new concept and idea. I think it was really cool to have this in the video and just show you guys that it's not always a glamorous start. And you also see the passion behind Mark when he goes around the world with just this concept, explaining it passionately to all the collectors and the people that want to know about it. Again, this was it for today's review, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions about either Mark or the watches itself, or what's coming new for the brand in the future, or any other questions about the channel or which watch you want us to review in the future, let me know and comment down below. On the side you have again a picture, and you know the drill. If you know the watch in the picture, please comment down below. Just a hint for future references, all the watches that I've been reviewing so far have been in a way shown on swisswatchgang's Instagram channel as the watch on the side. I think that's gonna be enough hints for you guys. Hope you can guess it right this time. Thank you again for tuning in, sharing with me your time, and see you next time.